All right, you guys, I want you to listen to something and then I'm going to give my interpretation, what I think of this situation, and I am going to break this down. I'm going to let you listen. This is a long time in the making. So, when you guys get through listening to the audio, fair use, fair use, fair use. I'm going to close the video out, giving my, opinion. And I'm interested in hearing what you guys have to say about this particular situation because this has been going on for years. So let's have a discussion. Anyway, take a listen to this.
I hated the most is the fact that he always thought I was trying to be him or be like him. But again, if I wanted to be you or be like you, shouldn't you take that as a compliment and to show how great you are as a player and a person? Yeah. I ain't never wanted to be Shaq in any level. Now, have I wanted to take certain things from him, his life, and implement for my life? Hell yeah, I do that with Michael Jordan, Magic Johnson, LeBron James, all these people. Why? Because they have certain things that I'm like, hey, I could use that and make myself better. Yeah. I see how Magic Johnson smile all the time. I want to smile. Yes. All he did was smile. Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah. So why wouldn't I smile? Yeah. Magic Johnson smiled and got him all this stuff. So let me smile. All right, Shaq. I just never. He's 7'3", 7'2", big old. That's him. Never disrespected him. Yeah. But he's always had something to say. And there's times where I gotten upset and I'm like, yo, Shaq just gotta stop, man. Oh, so you actually talked about it? I tried to. I literally during Dancing with the Stars, somebody said that they're really close with Shaq and they were working with me. And I said, hey man, do you mind sending Shaq a message, to try to figure out like, yo, what's up? Yeah. Can we have a sit down conversation? Because every conversation or every time I hear or see something about you is you disrespecting me on some type of level. And at this point, I'm like, do we need to throw hands? Like, what are we doing? Because I have not ever, like, for me, the only thing I would do with Shaq is mimic his voice. Do like that. But what else can I mimic him about? Like, Shaquille O'Neal is the most dominant center ever. Yeah. But again, he keep saying stuff about me. So it's like, hey, bro, do you really want to, like, do we need to go ahead and squat? So I'm going to do this, Chassis. I'm sorry. I'm just saying this. Shaq, I would love to referee. I am the culture referee. I'm dead fucking serious. We both in Atlanta. Shaq, I would love to see you on one side, Dwight Howard on the other side. And I was trying to, like, film a, because to me, y'all two, like, the world is too big and you got two big characters. For one, who brought the same energy. Things that we could do together. There's so many people that we could bring together, but yet you got an attitude about what? You are a grown-ass 50-year-old or about to be 50, whatever, however old you are. You're 50-something years old. You're twice my elder. Whatever you want to call it. I have no issue with you. But you continue to talk about me. I'm going to have to come to you. Yeah. And it's not violent, but it's, hey, man, what the fuck? We got family, we got kids. So why don't I talk about you online? Or why don't I talk about you publicly? Your family can see this. Your friends can see this. You got people that know you that can see this. So I'm not going to disrespect you as a man, first of all. Yeah. But you keep doing it. So I'm going to have to come talk to you man to man. Here first, let's do I'm trying to tell you. We do it TNT. Because I'm a fan of y'all. I was finna roll up to the studio wherever he at and say, hey, yo, bro, what's the deal? I'll roll with you. I'll roll right with you. It's not like a fearful thing or anything like that. But it's just like, yo, so we done passed the basketball. You not in the NBA. You done did your time. I done did my time. And we still going. Yeah. We still going on with the pettiness. So at what point does it stop? And do you have a real issue? Because if you do have a real issue, let's get it. Let's move past it. If we gotta fight it out, nigga, let's do what men do. And to me, I feel like Shaq is one of the real male leaders out here. Okay, so if you are that real leader, sit sit down and have a conversation. I know somebody. I know somebody that's like right with him. I'm gonna hit him because and he don't even know because as a fan, I don't like it. As a fan, because by the way, Shaq fucks with everybody, but it felt like it was personal. It do be personal. He done said stuff and he keeps saying stuff, and then certain things that I don't get on is because he has behind closed doors made sure that I'm not on it. Do you think it's how I know they're gatekeepers?
All right, you guys. That was, of course, none other than Dwight Howard, formerly taken number one overall many moons ago. Dwight Howard is age 39. And basically, he was just speaking his mind about the issue that he seemed to have had with Shaquille O'Neal over the years. Well, it appears to me that Shaquille O'Neal has an issue with Dwight Howard. And he basically accused Shaquille O'Neal of basically blocking him and basically blackballing him from other opportunities. I don't know what it is, but I believe it's some validity to what Dwight. Well, I'll just say it's a lot validity to it. Because for years, I've noticed that Shaquille O'Neal has always taken shots at Dwight Howard. He's always, dissed Dwight Howard, going back all the way to the All-Star game, the dunk contest that Dwight Howard won when he basically put on the Superman cape, and Shaquille O'Neal said, "There's only one Superman, and that's Shaquille O'Neal." And Dwight Howard appears to be bothered by this because I think to a certain degree he looked up to Shaquille O'Neal because Shaquille O'Neal is an iconic, top 75 greatest players of all time. Shaquille O'Neal won 4 championships as an NBA player. He's a 3-time Finals MVP. He's a league MVP. He scored over, I think, 28,000 points. So Shaquille O'Neal became the standard, post Hakeem of big men. He was the last, what you would call, quote unquote, in the paint type of, big man. Because now, if you look at the centers now, a lot of them have a 2-guard mentality. Some of them are not even playing center; they're playing power forward. But we'll leave it at that. And Dwight Howard said he's willing to throw hands with Shaquille O'Neal. I'm gonna say this before I continue. Let's be adults about this. And I don't want nobody in the comment section talking about Dwight Howard's lifestyle or how he allegedly lives his life. That has nothing to do with this topic. So I'm asking you nicely, leave that alone. This is adult conversation. Let's act like adults. Okay? Nobody wants to hear about that. We're talking about this particular issue. And some people may say that's why Shaquille O'Neal's been doing this, but you didn't start hearing about Dwight Howard's alleged alternative lifestyle till, well, basically about a couple of years ago. And I'm gonna say this: Dwight Howard, whatever he does behind closed doors, he's never tried to put it out in the public. He's never shown any alignment to the Skittles community. He's never basically forced his lifestyle or how he allegedly lives his lifestyle on anybody. He said on several occasions how he lives his lifestyle or who he has in his bedroom is his business. So with that being said, I respect that. This is a dude that is actually, if he is into that, he's basically trying to keep it to himself. He doesn't want to be a public figure as far as that goes. So I'm going to ask people politely, let's not bring that into the equation. Because like I said, this thing with Shaquille O'Neal has been going on for a while. And Shaquille O'Neal is always shown to be petty. Some people call it petty. Some people call it sensitive. Shaquille O'Neal has shown a lot of hypocrisy over the years. So, with that being said, I think that if Shaquille O'Neal is doing this to Dwight Howard, is if he's publicly or behind the scenes blocking him from certain opportunities, that's fucked up. And I think to a certain degree, Dwight Howard is bothered by the fact. I think to a certain degree, he looked up to Shaq. He respected his game, you know, and it just appears to him in his eyes that Shaquille O'Neal just have it in for him. And like I said, it's a lot of merit to what Dwight Howard said because the video, the audio is out there. It would be easy to put together, basically a reel video and audio of all the times Shaquille O'Neal was, dissing Dwight Howard. But, I'm not going to dive deep into that. I'm not going to, stretch out this particular situation. But me, myself, as bearing witness over the years, I've seen it, heard it. So, I mean, it's not like anybody can say that Dwight Howard is lying, you know. Now, Dwight Howard isn't a success outside of basketball that Shaquille O'Neal is. Shaquille O'Neal is a very wealthy man. Shaquille O'Neal owns a lot of businesses, but I'm pretty sure Dwight Howard is doing fine as far as the money goes, because Dwight Howard made a lot of money as an NBA player, you know. Sometimes there were questions about his work ethic, but, besides that, for the most part, I don't really have nothing to say about Dwight Howard as far as him being an overall NBA player. I just think he found himself in situations that, where he didn't want to be certain places, and there were certain people he didn't want to play with. But, I do think that it's something to it. And it's kind of funny. Dwight Howard was drafted number 1 overall by the Orlando Magic. Shaquille O'Neal was drafted number 1 overall by the Orlando Magic. Dwight Howard had a stint with the Lakers, well, twice, and he won a championship. I think he was on that team, that bubble team, if I'm not mistaken. I think he won a championship. I would have to look. Information goons verify that for me. So could it be that Shaquille O'Neal had some kind of, issue with Dwight Howard playing for the teams he played? Listen, you can't help who you drafted by. I mean, come on, man. But yeah, there's something to this. And I think they do need to talk. At the end of the day, Shaquille O'Neal is going to be 53 years old in March. Dwight Howard is 40. And as far as them throwing hands, the last thing I need to see is Dwight Howard and Shaquille O'Neal having a fist fight. And I just want to say to Dwight Howard, do not go to the TNT studios. I know it's somewhere in Atlanta. It's probably over there where the CNN building is. But I highly recommend that you don't do that, Dwight Howard, because that would be disastrous. Because in all likelihood, camera crews would come out and that wouldn't work in your favor. But I do think that they should try to find a way to talk behind the scenes and have some common ground. At least come to some kind of conclusion or some common ground and come to a conclusion that's satisfactory for both of these dudes. They don't have to be friends, but maybe they could just, find some common ground. And if Shaquille O'Neal once again is blocking him and blackballing him, that's not a good look. But that's all I have to say about that. Let me know what you guys think. This your boy Town Biz. I'm out.